Hi everyone, this is Callie with craftingcallie.wordpress.com. Thanks for joining me today on my YouTube channel. So today we're making some Father's Day cards, and I wanted to use my Zig Cling Color Real Brush markers again to create a background. So I did this in my last card and I liked how it turned out, so I wanted to use it again because I'm afraid that it'll just sit there and never get used. So I'm using a new set by My Favorite Things called For the Boys, and this stamp set is perfect for Father's Day. Obviously, it's directed towards males and guys in general, and I don't really have anything like that, so I'm glad I got this set. And so now I'm going to use my Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers, and the colors that I use will be in the upper right-hand corner. And as you can see there from the tops of the caps, I did do some organization as described in Jennifer McGuire's video. And if you want to check out my last video, I show you how to do that, or you can check out Jennifer McGuire's video because she's brilliant. I just quickly brush on these markers, and it does look messy, but I assure you that these markers blend super well and easily, and you really don't have to play or try too hard with them. This is only my second time using them in this type of way, so or just at all, and so I assure you that it's very easy to use. And since I colored such a big area, I wasn't able to capture a watercolor look with them, so I went ahead and blended them out towards the edges of the card there. And then I am going to zap this with my heat tool to dry it real quick, and I will flip my cardstock or my watercolor paper forwards and backwards and sideways and whatnot to minimize the warping of the paper. I think that's really helpful. So once that is done drying, I am going to stamp a sentiment on some cheap vellum. And I say cheap because it is not expensive or heavyweight vellum. It's just something that I got when I first started stamping from Michaels. So I have a lot of this stuff that I've been using lately. So just keep in mind that it's nothing heavyweight or fancy. I did invest in heavier vellum that I do have now from Stampin' Up. So I'm kind of excited to use that in the future. But here's another product. It's by My Favorite Things, and it's the Circles Cross Stitch Stacks die cut. It's a mouthful, but I'm excited because these faux stitchings and lines are all the hype right now, and I am excited to be able to use them. So I am going to cut the vellum out, and you can see here in a second how it adds definition and just, you know, a little more interest to your card. Um, and so I love what it looks like, and so again, I'm super excited to be able to use that. And I'm excited to add that to my collection. I also got the rectangles and the square set as well, so you'll be seeing me use some of that in the future. So now I'm going to pull in some silver embroidery thread, and this is nothing fancy. I just got these from Michaels. You can get metallic thread. I'm sorry, not from Michaels, from Walmart. I got gold and silver, and you've seen me use the gold in the past, but here is the silver. I decided to switch it up a little bit, and so I'm just wrapping it around my fingers to get a circle entanglement out of it, and then I'm going to adhere it down to my card base there, or cardstock there, with some Tombow dots adhesive. I didn't mean to buy these dot adhesives. I meant to buy the permanent ones, and so here I am trying to use it all up. So I decided also that it needed to have a banner to kind of give it a little bit of pop. So I'm using a bold color like black, and I prepare the surface with an embossing buddy, and now I'm going to stamp one of the sentiments from the same stamp kit, and it says "You Amaze Me" in Versamark ink, so that I can add some white embossing powder and emboss that with a heat tool. So I'm adding the white embossing powder now, and then once I'm done, I'll go ahead and zap that with my heat tool. So once this is done, I'm going to cut a banner out of it, and then I'm going to adhere it down on my card front there. And then I decided that that piece of vellum really needed something behind it. So I go ahead and I pull in some Night of Navy cardstock by Stampin' Up, and I cut another stitched circle in a larger size to adhere that vellum piece to, and then that pretty much completes the front of my card. So I also want to mention that I do have a second card that I'll be showing you towards the end of this video, so stay tuned. It's a really cute card that I had my husband make for his dad for Father's Day. I kind of wanted him to be involved because I get really tired of making cards all the time for nobody. So this, I mean, and lately here, you know, for his siblings and father and mother, I've been asking him to be a part of it because I think it just makes the card a little bit more special for them. So now I'm adhering everything down, and I do trim the watercolor piece of card base or cardstock there a little bit because it is kind of long, so you'll see me pulling things off and putting it back on. And I did just go ahead and adhere the vellum using the tape runner or tape dots tape adhesive on directly on the vellum. It does give it a little bit of a textured look behind the vellum there, so I didn't mind that you could see the adhesive. So I have some 110-pound Recollections white cardstock here. Again, it's not Nina Solar cardstock. It's not anything expensive. I had a lot of stuff that I bought from Michael's when I first started, so I'm still working through it and using it all. And as you can see there, the length of the watercolor paper was the same size. So I went ahead and trimmed that, and now I'm going to adhere it down with some fast fuse. The watercolor paper is a little bit curled up, so I decided to use a more strong adhesive to adhere that down. So I think it turned out great, and I hope it's masculine enough. It's kind of hard to make a masculine card, in my opinion. You just never know if guys are going to be like, ooh, that's girly. It looks like there's pink there, but I think it looks good, and I don't think my husband will complain. He's pretty easy to please. So now I wanted to show you the card that we made for his father. I used a stamp set by Lon Fawn called Owen's ABCs, and we kind of came up with this concept of a word puzzle. Um, so then I had to do a grid, and so I did a grid using just white cardstock and a Sharpie, and I did a grid that's half an inch between all the lines and spaces. And then we stamped the Happy Father's Day in some bold colors. And then we went ahead and stamped all the other letters in various Stampin' Up! Inks. And then we topped it off with glossy accents. So I hope you like that card. I'm really excited about it. Please hit like and also subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching today. Have a great day. Bye-bye.